All right, great question came in from Victoria with a bunch of numbers. And she asked a good question. She said, I'm hearing all this about the secret of eating, but I have a question. How do I even get started losing this weight, dieting, when by the afternoon, every time I start something, I'm already off plan? Like every day I start out strong, I'm off plan by lunch, and I've been on this whole roller coaster for years and years and years. So Victoria, what I am so excited about this question is this is my mission critical. I'm here to tell you to stop dieting because what I had learned in my journey, and I've lost 170 pounds, I've been keeping it off since 2012, is that dieting really doesn't work. And I don't mean that in the sense of the body positivity, health at every size thing. What I mean is following a prescribed diet from a book, from an institution, is not going to help you get the weight off and keep it off permanently. It really won't. I did that for years. What will is habit change over time. And I go through this extensively. Like you could go back through my videos on YouTube. You could go through my Half Size Me podcast if you want to subscribe in iTunes, Apple Radio, whatever it is now. I have been podcasting since 2012 as well, spreading this message of habit change over time to lose weight. I even have a free book for you, halfsizeme.com/BDC, Break the Diet Cycle. I would encourage you to get that. Again, that's halfsizeme.com/lowercase b as in boy, d as in dog, c as in cat. And what we want to start to do is actually evaluate your habits day to day, how you eat, how much you eat out, how many snacks and treats you have, how much alcohol you have. You could track calories just to see where they're falling initially. You want to do kind of a preliminary assessment of your non-dieting time, okay? So this is why diets don't work. Somebody takes you from whatever you're doing now, let's just put a calorie amount on. Let's just say you eat 4,000 calories a day. 4,000 calories a day, you're eating fun foods most of the day. Maybe you're drinking, maybe you're eating out almost every night. Who knows? 4,000 calories a day. They take you from that reality to 1,200 calories, 1,400 calories. And the food is like stuff you would never have eaten in your wildest dreams. Like you're like, what? Who's eating this? And so what you have to remind yourself is you need to baby step your way into this whole weight loss thing. So what I encourage people to do is take about 2 weeks, journal what you're doing. What does a normal day for Victoria look like now? Maybe she gets up. Maybe she just drinks black coffee for breakfast. Maybe then she starts grazing on things in the pantry around 10 o'clock, some handful of nuts or a granola bar. Then maybe she sits down and she eats a sandwich in front of the TV, or maybe she orders lunch in because she doesn't have any groceries. And then maybe the family is complaining at 5 o'clock that they're hungry, and you look in the refrigerator and you say, hey, let's order in, right? Or maybe you have a bunch of things that you do have in the house. What is it that you're currently eating? Like, write all that down. How much are you moving? Are you sitting in front of your computer all day working and then ultimately going to bed every night and there's no physical movement? Well, journal that, right? How much alcohol are you having? Are you having treats all through the day? I've done videos on treats versus snacks so you can know the difference on those. And then once you do that for a couple weeks, you're going to be like, interesting. Maybe if I were to incorporate some vegetables to my meals, if I were to cut out some of these treats or sodas or alcoholic beverages, maybe if I were to start changing what we eat for dinner and planning that out once a week, all of these are behaviors, habit modification, that when you do it will revamp your life. And here's what we know. If all of what you've been doing really worked, because you mentioned in your email, or not your email, your post, that you've done this for years. If you told me for years you invested into a company with your hard-earned money and you lost everything, would you continue to invest into that company? No, nobody would, right? Yet we keep doing it with diets. What I would encourage you to do is say, I'm not putting my money into that anymore. What I am going to do is learn about myself. I'm going to build something from the ground up that works for me, because what I know is whatever I am going to do to lose this weight, I have to be willing to do for the rest of my life to keep it off. And so if you're struggling with even finishing a day on the diet, imagine maintaining that for the rest of your life. You're probably going, I am never going to do that. So you have to say, okay, how can I take what I do now and begin to modify it to actually start to produce weight loss so I can get to a healthier weight, but so I can also live with this for the rest of my life. Like if you can't imagine a life without ever having alcohol or dairy or pizza or whatever, and you know you're going to want those things, then they need to be a part of the journey. And that would be the biggest change in mindset, I think, from your post that would help you. It's really seeing this as, I don't get off this ride. Like, I not only do I have to get momentum into it, but I also am not going to opt out of it. And really just change your thinking about this. Make it about your habits, changing your behaviors over time. The weight will come off at whatever rate that is, but you know what? It'll be permanent weight loss. It won't be you forcing yourself to adhere to something, then quote unquote falling off, then gaining all the weight back. So I hope this answer helps. Remember, your habits are the things you automatically do all day long that keep you sustaining the current weight you are. If you want to change your weight, you have to change your habits. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.